friends, how's it going? It's me, Betty Jean. So I just felt like doing a tag video today. Georgia Harris recently created her own tag. It's called the Makeup Collection tag. I'm looking down because I'm looking at my notes so I make sure I say things correctly. I really thought this was a cool tag idea. I really liked the questions she had. I liked hearing her answers. I will have her video linked down below so you can check it out if you haven't seen it yet. And I wanted to participate, so this is my contribution to this tag. I don't really have anything more to say than that, so I'm just gonna get started. Number one is, how long have you been collecting makeup? So I started buying makeup for the first time about halfway through cosmetology school, so kind of early to mid 2013. And I guess you could kind of argue that I kind of started then because I started getting little things here and there. But my first high-end purchase that kind of spiraled all of my makeup purchases was summer of, I believe, 2014. I bought the Urban Decay Electric palette and that just kind of started it all. And then I was obsessed with buying pretty much everything Urban Decay for a little while. So somewhere between early 2013 to mid 2014. So I guess 5 or 6 years ago-ish, something like that. Number two, what kind of collection do you have? Minimal, utilitarian, aesthetic, historical, etc. I can't speak. I don't know. I'm probably gonna go with kind of Georgia's answer. She said eclectic, and I feel like that's kind of mine as well because I don't feel like it's completely in one specific category. I kind of have a lot of different things from a lot of different realms of makeup preferences. I don't know how else to put it because I have lots of bright, colorful, crazy neon-y palettes. I have really dark, deep, grungy palettes. I still have plenty of neutral palettes. Same with lipsticks. Like I have really bright, bold, fun colors. I have really dainty, barely there colors. I have a very wide range of things that I like. Glittery stuff, subtle stuff. I probably have it if you name it, honestly. Number three, are you a completionist? I used to be a horrible completionist. Like I said in question one, once I discovered Urban Decay, I wanted to buy everything from Urban Decay. Absolutely everything. And then pretty much as I was discovering brands, I just wanted to collect everything that that brand had to offer. I didn't care what it was. I just wanted it from that brand. I basically wanted to have a Sephora in my bedroom, basically is what I wanted. I wanted everything possible. And I used to just be really bad about it. And I still am to an extent. Like every time Jeffree Star releases liquid lipsticks, I buy them. I own every single one because I just love that formula. And now I feel like I've collected so many, I can't stop now. Same with certain brands' palettes. Like I'm probably always gonna buy from Menagerie Cosmetics and Strobe. I really, really want all of the liquid lipsticks from Menagerie just to say that I have them. But I've been good at stopping myself and saying only get the colors that you want. Don't be ridiculous. You don't need all of them. But I used to be horrible with it and I'm definitely still a little bit of a completionist, but I'm not that bad anymore. Number four, how do you store/organize your collection? This is how it's done. I get these organizers from the Container Store. They are the t-shirt organizers. They have dividers in them. All of my palettes are on this shelf back here. Some of my lipsticks, as you can see, are in these little lipstick holders, but everything else is in these compartments. Each one has 6 dividers. So this one has like setting sprays, foundations, other complexion products. This one is lashes and mascaras. This is pretty much everything glitter. This one is blushes, bronzers, eyeliners, brow products, things like that. And the two over here are also filled with lipsticks, both of them. All 12 compartments are lipsticks. So that's how I store my collection. Number five, what is your favorite thing about your collection? I don't know, that's a good question. I already knew these questions and I did not have a solid answer for most of these going into this. I mean, I feel like I'm just pretty happy with, I don't know. I feel like I'm happy with the variety. I think that's what makes me the most happy is the fact that I have so much variety. I swear there's a cat hair on my face because I cannot stop itching. But I like how much variety there is. I love how many indie brands are in my collection. That makes me really happy as well. I love trying out new brands, and especially when I discover a bomb new indie brand, it makes me so happy. I feel like I'm happy with the wide range of just brands in general, not even just indie brands, but I feel like I've tried so many things from so many brands and that makes me really happy. I don't know if that makes any sense. It's a really roundabout way of answering that question. Number six, what is your least favorite thing about / something to improve your collection? That's a good question too. I feel like, actually, I do know the answer to that question. Remember how I said this is all full of lipsticks? I would love to declutter this more, but I have so many lipsticks that I really don't want to take the time to do that. And I've already kind of decluttered it once, so there was a lot more. And same with this drawer. I have one of the sections that's probably this big, just filled to the brim with loose eyeshadows, and I don't reach for loose eyeshadows that often, so I really need to go through and declutter that, and I just really don't want to. So I think it's just certain parts of my collection have way too much stuff that I'm not messing with that I need to go through, so I don't like that. And I also feel like there's just always things I want to improve about my storage. Like, I'm kind of content with it right now, but I feel like it could always be better. I don't know, it's little things like that that I wish I could improve on. But as a general rule, I'm not unhappy with how it is right now. Number 7, what is the biggest category of your collection? Lipsticks or glitter. I have a lot of glitter. Between loose glitter and chunky glitters and liquid eyeshadow glitters, I have a lot of glitter. So it's probably somewhere between lipsticks and glitter. Number 8, what is the smallest category of your collection? Definitely setting sprays. I only have 2 or 3. That or setting powder. I only have 2 or 3 of those as well. Number 9, do you have a holy grail in your collection? I definitely have things I use all the time. Like right now, the Pixi Glow Mist is everything to me. I absolutely adore the Beauty Bakery Wake and Bake Oil. My friend Anya sent me the e.l.f. Luminous Matte Glowy Lotion Primer thing. I don't remember what it's called, but I've been loving that. That is probably gonna be a holy grail of mine. The Makeup Revolution Cut Crease Concealer thing, I've been obsessed with that. I can't imagine not having that in my life anymore. I feel like just kind of essentials like that that I use pretty much every day, those are gonna be my absolute holy grails. Oh, and ColourPop's Flexitarian Highlight. Cannot live without that. I've been trying not to use it lately because I used it so much, but that highlight is my number 1. If I were to have to replace my entire makeup collection tomorrow, that is the first thing I would buy, hands down. Number 10, do you wish your collection was bigger or smaller, or is it complete? I don't feel like I'll ever feel like it's complete because there's constantly things coming out that I want. I definitely do wish sometimes I'll see pictures of people's cute, perfect, minimalistic makeup collection where it's just a teeny tiny vanity and it's just like a little section of just products I use every day. Sometimes I fantasize so hard about having just a very minimalistic, teeny tiny collection just because of space-wise. That would be amazing. I used to want it a lot bigger. Like, I used to want a Beauty Guru's beauty room in the sense that it was basically a Sephora store in their room. I wanted that so bad. I do not want that anymore. That stresses me out. So I don't really know. I'm content with it right now, but obviously I'm still buying things here and there. But as a general rule, I think I'm pretty happy with the amount that I have. Number 11, how often do you declutter makeup in your collection? I feel like often enough. I definitely do an eyeshadow palette declutter about every 8 to 12 months or so, something like that. I go through and declutter my blushes and bronzers and highlights, things like that, about the same. Probably about every 8 to 12 months I'm decluttering stuff. And just kind of as I'm using things, if I decide I don't want it anymore, I just go ahead and set it aside. So I'm pretty constantly staying conscious of it as best as I can so I don't have an overload of things that I'm not using. Number 12, do you ever get envious seeing other people's makeup collections? I definitely used to, really bad. But I don't really so much anymore. I mean, I'm pretty content with what I have. I feel like I'm at a place where I've worked hard enough to buy the things that I do have, and I'm able to buy something if I want it. Not all the time, obviously, but if I really want something, I'm able to buy it. So I'm not really envious of other people's collections. Once in a while, I get envious if someone can buy something sooner than I can, or say like an entire collection of liquid lipsticks come out and I want all of it from a certain brand, or just anything of that nature and someone's able to buy it and I can't buy it all at that moment. Sometimes I get a little jealous, but no, for the most part, I'm not very envious of other people's collections. Number 13, who on YouTube has the best makeup collection video? You know, I actually haven't seen too many of those. I remember loving Jaclyn Hill's from like 4 or 5 years ago. I watched that actually a few times just because I thought it was a very pleasing video to watch. I really enjoyed when Kathleen Lights was doing her makeup collection video. She did it in parts, and I really enjoyed the way those were kind of set up, and she was just kind of sitting on the floor and chatting and showing you all the stuff in her vanity. I thought those were fun to watch. And I mean, those are the main ones I can think of right now. I haven't seen too many though. Number 14, which is the last question, what's some advice you would give to a future makeup collector? Definitely try not to be a completionist because you will spend a lot of money you don't need to spend. Don't get sucked up in the YouTube and just social media world where everyone's telling you you absolutely have to have all these things that you really don't have to have. Buy the things that you want to have because you want them, not because you feel like you have to have them just to have them. Make sure you're buying things that you know you're actually going to get use out of, and that's going to provide, I don't know, just significance to your collection and to your life, you know what I mean? Don't waste your money, basically. Do some research on your things before you buy them. Don't be impulsive like I can tend to be. just be a smart consumer and don't worry too much about what other people have, just focus on what you have. And that's the last question right there, so I guess we're done. Georgia, I liked this tag. This was interesting. This was fun. Thanks for creating it. Go check her video out if you guys haven't already. I don't even know if she's gonna watch this one, but I'm glad I did it. This was fun. And I think it's cool just to kind of reflect on your collection, and I'm excited to see more people do this tag. I think it's just interesting to kind of get some behind the scenes on what people's collections are, you know? If you enjoyed this tag video, please give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below. Feel free to answer some of these questions if you don't have a channel, and if you do have a channel, I would love you to do this tag so I can see your video. But I want to hear everyone's answers, so chat with me in the comments down below. If you're not already, please hop over to my Instagram, it's beautbean, follow me there. I post every single day, and don't forget to subscribe here before you leave. I post 5 days a week, every Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Let me know what videos you want to see on my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Okay, bye.